want to welcome you to the inaugural episode of Trailer Trash Talk presents Hurricane League Fantasy Talk with Lil Stank. I am, of course, your host, Lil Stank. Alright, now this is going to be our weekly recap show. If I'm able to, we will also have a weekly preview show, which will come out later in the week. Alright, but getting right into it. First game of the week we're going to go back over was Brian and Nick. Now this game seemingly is a big deal because Brian finally gets a win for the year. He does it in a dramatic fashion, putting up 200 points. But when you go and look at his team, which I just did, he has got to be the worst fantasy manager. You're the worst fantasy manager of all time. You have the number 1 quarterback and the number 1 running back, the number 7 running back, and the number 4 and 11 wide receivers overall in fantasy this year on your team, and you were 0-2? Hey, what the fuck? So at first glance, I thought, man, we're going to have a problem with Brian's roster because he actually has a good roster. But then you look at his performance and it's like, oh, there's nothing to fucking worry about because this dude obviously forgot how to play fucking fantasy. Awesome. Nick put up a valiant effort. Dude lost Saquon and Devontae. He started Kenyon Drake, David Montgomery, DJ Moore, and Traquan Smith this week. And he still put up like 139 points or some shit like that. Would have beaten half the other teams in this league this week. So good job. But dude, Brian, what the fuck? How can you be that bad at fantasy all of a sudden to have that good of a team and be 1-2? What the fuck? Alright. Second game, Jordan and Blake. Holy shit. Like I looked at this matchup at work earlier and what the fuck, like perpetual bed shitters all around here. Actually, you know what? I'll be right back. We're going to have to get some equipment out so I can show you what the fuck I'm talking about with this. Now right here, as you can see, is their teams. You might not be able to read it. That's alright, I'll help you out. Now at quarterback, you had Jordan starting Lamar. We didn't think he'd shit the bed like that. Okay. Oh, by the way, the final, Jordan beat Blake 136-114. Blake made the curious decision to start Leonard Fournette, even though, as we've heard over and over, I'm sure it says under the fantasy thing, Rojo, Ronald Jones is your starter in Tampa Bay. But Blake went, I guess, on a gut feeling there, started Fournette. Didn't work out for him, 5.2 points. Jordan makes the curious decision of starting Deontay Johnson. We didn't see a concussion coming, but alright, so you start Deontay Johnson for less than a point. Blake starts Edelman for 4 points. Then the tight end game here is fucking... okay, so Jordan starts Jared Cook for a whopping 4 points. Blake starts Dalton Schultz. I didn't know that was a fucking football player. 8 points. Alright, Jordan gets 13 points from his kicker. Blake gets 3 because fuck Harrison Butker missed a field goal, missed an extra point, and yeah, they didn't do a lot of kicking. But then we get to the bench. Alright, so Jordan started Deontay Johnson with 0.9 points. On the bench, he leaves Cooper Kupp with 25 points. He leaves Keenan Allen with 30 points. Why are we starting Deontay Johnson over either one of those? Like, what the fuck is going on with that? The rest of your bench? Fucking garbage. Rojo, nobody, Rojo ain't doing shit. Hollywood Brown, you saw how well Lamar threw that fucking ball? Cut him. But Hollywood Brown sucks. Dobbins for Baltimore. What the fuck is Dobbins? You need to cut that loser. Noah Fant from Denver. Well, he would have been an upgrade over fucking Jared Cook. I mean, dude, Drew Brees' arm is going to fall off at any point. Why would you start Jared Cook? Anybody but Jared Cook is better than that. And fucking Corey Davis, garbage. Need to fucking cut him, bro. Your whole bench. Now, Blake. I know you got McCaffrey on the IR down here. That sucks, alright? But shit happens. You know, I went through worse shit and got to a championship game before. But whatever, alright? So McCaffrey being injured, that sucks. So you start Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, they both give you good points. Like I said, Leonard Fournette at 5 points, bro. We're playing in an 8-team league here. So Blake and Jordan, fucking Deontay Johnson, Leonard Fournette, like what the fuck? 8 teams here. We can get better players. Edelman, yeah, I mean, I would have expected more than 4 points, but yeah, okay, so I get you there. Hey, who the fuck is Dalton Schultz? Why are you starting Dalton Schultz? I mean, even okay, and first of all, both of you are rostering 2 tight ends, and neither one of you started one that scored more than 8 points. I mean, come on, dude. Alright, so, and then you had Metcalf, you know, that was good. San Francisco's good. So, basically, you got fucked a little bit by your kicker, your RB2, your wide receiver 2, your tight end. So, like, this, and then pretty much this right here, that all fucked you. But then I looked at your bench, alright? You've got Gronk. You should probably just fucking cut him. He's washed up. He's garbage. You got Breeze. So with McCaffrey being injured, Breeze, this is your second best player. Is this old ass fucking dude whose arm is about to fall off. You can't start him and Rodgers. Keep Breeze. Hope his arm doesn't fall off. Trade Rodgers because you need running back, receiver, tight end. Like, because this here, this is garbage. This is garbage big time, bro. Who's this? A. Gibson for the used to be Washington Redskins team. He had 14 points for you. Alright, yeah. Anybody's better than Leonard Fournette right now. So yeah, let's throw A. Gibson in there, but the rest of this shit you just need to cut and start over, bro. 8 teams, there's players on the waiver wire. Blake, you're on the path here to be owed 2 punishments at the end of this year. I'm trying to help you out. Jordan was trying to fucking give away his game. I mean, he didn't want to win. Like, he could have scored, but he didn't want to win. And, I mean, Fournette, Schultz, they all fucked you, bro. They fucked you big time. Alright? Might as well cut Harrison Butker, too, to be honest with you. He only gave you 3 points. Chiefs ain't kicking a bunch of field goals this year. Kick his ass. Cut his ass. He's not worth it. Alright, so this next game was also ridiculous enough where I had to put it out for y'all to see. This is another matchup of 2 teams where neither one wanted to fucking win. I wish they both could have lost. Alright, so Mitchell ekes out the victory here. 153.9 to 149.5 over Justin. I believe this is Mitchell's first win of the season. Justin, after starting off strong, has tanked earlier than usual. Made a very curious choice starting Cam. Running back, you have Justin strong again with Zeke. Mitchell starting a running back from a shitty team and Joe Mixon. Running back 2, you've got David Johnson, you know, again, same situation, running back on a shitty offense, and Mitchell starting whoever Jay Robinson is from Jacksburg, who saved Mitchell's fucking day. Wide receiver 2, you got Gallup versus the other guy that saved Mitchell's fucking day, and Tyler Lockett. Tight end, I'm going to bring up the point earlier to Justin. This is an 8-team league, and he's starting Hayden Hurst at tight end versus Travis Kelce. Flex, you've got Gurley versus wife beater Kareem. Defenses, this is something I noticed writing this out. So you've got Tennessee versus the Chargers defense. Their 2 defenses combined were 6-point scores. Some shitty choices made here on defense, boys. Then you got kickers. Alright, so Justin's bench. Julio's injured. He benched Mark Andrews, which looked like a questionable decision going into the game, but Well, you know, he actually made a good one there. Then the rest of your bench here, Justin, is fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. Mark Ingram sucks. You have two defenses on your team, Tennessee and Baltimore. Again, on your team, your two defenses netted 3 points. Congratulations. They're both shit. You need to drop both of them. Dallas Goedert, fucking done. You need to drop his bum ass. Jerick McKinnon actually would have helped you this week, but you started David Johnson, a running back from a shitty team, instead of him. Alright? You made a good choice leaving Freeman there. Good choice. I notice on your IR you've got Raheem Mostert. That's unfortunate. You also have Jamison Crowder. Now, why don't you use your IR more wiselier? Drop Crowder, put Julio in your IR whenever you find out Julio's out for the game, and pick up any number of the players on the waiver wire that are better than the players on your bench right now. Just a word of advice. Then we get to Mitchell, all right, his bench. Michael Thomas, that's unfortunate. I'm going to refer you to my previous statement, though, once we get to the bottom in his IR slots. Then is the very questionable, very fucking questionable decision of the game here. So, Mitchell got cute, started Cam Newton, when on his bench, Cam Newton, by the way, got him all of, 13 points. On his bench, he has Patrick Mahomes with 44 points. This didn't even have to be close. He didn't have to count on Tyler Lockett and Jay Robinson having career days. He could have, what the fuck, dude? Like, really, y'all both deserve to lose. That's unbelievable. And then the rest of your bench, Mitchell, fucking garbage. Fucking garbage. AJ Green is washed up, and he's got a shitty offensive line, a quarterback that's fucking in diapers still. Tariq Cohen, I think, is done for the year. You know, Will Fuller's alright. I mean, compared to the rest of your team, Will Fuller is fucking awesome. Then you also roster two defenses, which netted you this week, what do we have here? 1 total point. What the fuck? Why are you people rostering two defenses and they're both shitty? What the fuck? And then you really see the homer in Mitchell's team here too. Mike Thomas, the New Orleans D, Latavius Murray. Like, there aren't better players you could pick up. Alright, then your IR slots, you got Le'Veon. Might as well drop him too. He's on a shitty team. He's not going to do shit. He's old. He's slow. And then Paris Campbell. Who the fuck is Paris Campbell? Why didn't you drop Paris Campbell, put Michael Thomas in that spot, and then get somebody who is worth a shit? Again, just a word of friendly advice. Just asking. You know, at this show, that's what we do. We ask questions. Unbiased, but we ask questions. It's the last matchup of the week and the one I know you've all been waiting to hear about. Me versus Dusty. Look, Dusty put up a great effort, 132 points. It was a really great effort. But I have a well-rounded, well-drafted team that is not going to lose easily. I've gotten kicked into higher gear earlier than normal so far this season. I'm on top of my fucking lineup choices here. Made good choices this week. My fucking bench is stocked with talent. And bottom line, way better bench than fucking pretty much everybody in here. I mean, Dusty's got a decent bench. He seems to be probably the stiffest competition in the room. Well, him and Nick. Nick, like I said, put up a valiant effort. I mean, ultimately, there's not a lot to say about it. I mean, I made the right calls. I put up 180 points, second week in a row, after starting out, you know, slow with like 80 points. But I'm kicked into high gear. So to end the show, we're going to go through our power rankings for the league, and then we will see you at the preview show. Alright, so for our final segment, we're going to go through the weekly power rankings. Through 3 weeks, it's pretty close. I think this is the earliest we've ever had no undefeated and no winless teams in the league. So way down here at the bottom, number 8 in our power rankings, Now this one was tough because again we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Half of the league has only one fucking victory so far, so it was tough to choose. But the easy decision is that number 8 is Brian, because he is quite possibly the worst fantasy manager we have ever seen. He has the most talent maybe of any team, but he obviously can't manage it for shit. Can't manage it for shit. He's like fucking Doc Rivers. Can't manage shit. By the way, I hope we get Doc Rivers in New Orleans. That would be amazing. But yeah, Brian sucks as a fantasy manager. Number 7. Sorry to do this, but we have to go number 7 with the current shit bowl champion, Mr. Blake. Like I said, you just need to fix that one piece of your roster that's like the whole bench part. Alright, number 6. Now number 5 and 6 were pretty close. Alright. Both got shit teams. One of them just got his first victory. And ultimately, that's what led my decision making on this one, is recency bias. Justin here at number 6 hasn't won since week 1. He's starting to shit the bed early this year. So like I said, these bottom 3 I think are going to be really fun. But we'll go ahead and throw my number 5 ranking in here too. Mitchell, I think, is going to round out. My guess is this is going to be the shit playoffs, is going to be these 4. And I think it's going to be entertaining. Alright, so Mitchell, like I said, dude, what the fuck, man? Like, you deserve to lose this one too, honestly. But you got pulled out. Congratulations. You went to number 5. Our number 4 team. Now, I mean, like I said, you got a victory this week, but I mean, really, you didn't get the moral victory here, Jordan. Like I said, you also need to fix that whole part of your team that's like most of it that really sucks. Alright. Number 3, previously undefeated Nick. You ran into a 1-week aberration in Brian. But the injuries have hurt you. I see that. I think you're going to pick up, though. I think you're going to keep going strong. That's why you didn't fall far. You're number 3. Number 2, the gentleman I just bested in battle, Mr. Dusty. It's a good squad. Good squad. I think you're going to keep doing well. I think the matchup we just had is probably a championship preview. Which leads me to number 1, of course. Yours truly. At the top. Now, again, these are fluid. They change week by week. But this is what I've seen so far this season. And, I mean, it's generally pretty accurate. Alright. So, again, stay tuned for our preview show. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the page. I hope you all have a great night. Good luck on your waivers. Remember, Tennessee and possibly Minnesota have got the fucking Rona, and they might not be playing, so let's make some backup plans. Alright, y'all have a good one.